Hello, everyone, and welcome back for another creepy creature. Now, this one was at the request of a viewer, and so here we are. Now, although this creature has only been reported since 1995, it does have some interesting theories. And I did grow up hearing the legends of the El Chupacabra. Now, while this may sound like something that you would go to Taco Bell and order, believe me, I would not wish to order one of these. El Chupacabra originated in Puerto Rico. The reports started with one woman and became far and wide. And then they spread like wildfire. Thanks to the internet. Now, the El Chupacabra means the goat sucker. There is a reason for this. El Chupacabra is believed to run around relieving animals of their blood. Personally, I'd like to keep mine, and thankfully, as of yet, there have been no reports of it attacking a human being. No one can say for certain that this won't happen at some time in the future, though, because the way to prevent El Chupacabra from terrorizing you and your loved ones is to safely lock up your pets, and if you have livestock, secure them at night. Those are really the only things that we know we can do. So, sightings of El Chupacabra have increased as the years have gone by, and it has been seen as far inland as New Mexico. Reports of it are from Puerto Rico and most of Latin America, particularly Mexico, although that is not where it began. Now, speculation states that El Chupacabra was a resident of another galaxy, or a half-man, half-beast vampire-like creature who roams the countryside, terrorizing the farm animals. Others say that Chupacabra hops like a kangaroo and leaves a sulfur-like stench. Still, others say that El Chupacabra is a panther-like creature with red eyes and a long snake-like tongue. I don't like snakes, so ew. One person who wrote an article about it believes that the truth may lie in the UFO area of the story. But his theory is that El Chupacabra is the pet panther which hops like a kangaroo that was left behind by some irresponsible alien who let it wander around. You see, scientists believe that these are dogs with a particular type of mange. Not just dogs, though, but coyotes, foxes, even raccoons. Because initially the reports of El Chupacabra showed that it was 4 to 5 feet tall, with spikes along its head and back, completely hairless, and had fangs. That sounds pretty scary. Some of the residents of Puerto Rico believe that El Chupacabra is a United States science experiment that was turned loose in their forest. Possible, although I doubt it. But you just never can tell, can you? Now, when I was a child, I grew up in a heavily Hispanic populated area of the southwestern United States, here in the Phoenix area. My particular neighborhood was almost all Mexican immigrants and their American-born children. Very, very kind people. However, every October, the stories would begin of El Chupacabra, warning us to keep our animals indoors and for small children to listen to their parents and stay inside, so that El Chupacabra would not carry them off in the night. So is this story one of some creature out there? I mean, we know from the bodies left behind that something is doing this. Or has the legend been utilized to teach children obedience? My belief, it's a bit of both. I also believe, based on reports that I have read and definitely researched on this subject over the last week, that many things that attack a farm animal or a pet are written off to be El Chupacabra in Latin countries. And in Latin areas such as New Mexico and Texas and Arizona, and a chunk of California that also has farming. They're usually not seen in the cities, and none that I'm aware of, although you never can tell where they may roam. There's even been a report of one in Russia. That lends to the theory of it being a dog with, or a canine of some sort, with this horrifying type of mange. So, in the end, the question lies in this. Is there a vampirous creature or animal out there attacking these animals and leaving the 2 signature fang marks on the neck, and sometimes even on the stomach? Or is this another creature that we do not yet know about that exists in this world? Now, I believe that there are many of those, and that's why we're doing this series. I also believe that the legends utilized by Native peoples are there for us to learn from and heed. So you decide for yourself, what is El Chupacabra? Is it an alien that walks on 2 legs and has spikes down its back and looks like a reptile? Is it a dog with this, I believe it's psoriatic type of mange that makes their skin leathery and hard and makes them become very frightening looking and very emaciated? And so they are desperate for food, and therefore they bite these animals, but they don't have the strength to continue their attack. Or is it this panther-like creature that, according to one man, may have been left behind by the aliens? And lastly, could it be some U.S. experiment that was left out in the woods of Puerto Rico? In Mexico, the legend is plentiful and doesn't vary much. They're small, They usually walk on both 2 and or 4 legs, and they will attack any animal that they can find and drain it of all of its blood. And so the cautionary tales to keep your pets indoors and your livestock secured, and of course, lock up your children at night, has grown. That is really all that I can find on El Chupacabra. What I can say is I will definitely keep my puppies indoors at night. I do live in an area not far from a farming community, and so I will take those precautions. Thankfully, I have no small children here at home for them to carry off into the night. So with that, I bid you spooky dreams.